Under the reign of Kaiser Wilhelm IV, the concept of German superiority took on a new, more inclusive form. It was not a superiority born of race or ethnicity, but of ideals and principles. The Kaiser believed in the power of the German nation-state as a unifier, a rallying point for all who spoke German, felt German, or wished to be part of the empire. This was a Germany that transcended the narrow confines of race and religion, a Germany that was defined by its commitment to the principles of the Enlightenment, its loyalty to the state, and its belief in the power of unity. The Jews of Germany, who had been marginalized and persecuted in our timeline, found a different fate in this alternate world. They were not seen as outsiders or enemies, but as integral parts of the German nation. Many of them, recognizing the Kaiser's commitment to equality and justice, chose to stay in Germany and contribute to its resurgence. They became scientists, artists, entrepreneurs, and soldiers, their talents and efforts helping to shape the destiny of the German Empire. Kaiser Wilhelm IV's Germany was a paradox, a blend of conservatism and liberalism. It was a nation that respected its traditions and heritage, yet was not afraid to embrace change and progress. The Kaiser, recognizing the importance of education and science, invested heavily in these areas. Schools and universities were built across the empire, research was encouraged, and innovation was rewarded. The result was a scientific and technological renaissance that transformed Germany into the leading power in Europe. The German Empire, leveraging its vast industrial potential, quickly recovered from the economic devastation of the Great War. By 1937, just 7 years after the Kaiser's ascension to the throne, Germany had become the largest and most advanced economy in Europe. Its population had grown to 80 million, its cities were bustling with activity, and its industries were the envy of the world. The Reichswehr, the armed forces of the German Empire, was also rebuilt during this period. Despite protests from France and Poland, Germany was able to convince the Völkerbund, League of Nations, that its rearmament was purely defensive in nature. The Kaiser's diplomats argued that with the threat of communism looming in the East, in the form of the Soviet Union, Germany needed a strong military to protect its sovereignty and maintain peace in Europe. This argument resonated with the USA and Britain, who grudgingly allowed Germany to expand its forces. The Reichswehr, under the Kaiser's rule, was not a tool of aggression, but a shield of defense. It was an army of professionals, trained not to conquer, but to protect. It was equipped with the latest weapons, including tanks and airplanes, but its greatest strength was not its firepower, but its discipline, its professionalism, and its commitment to the principles of the German Empire. This was the Germany of Kaiser Wilhelm IV, a Germany that was strong yet compassionate, proud yet inclusive, traditional yet progressive. It was a Germany that had learned from its past, a Germany that was ready to face the future, a Germany that was ready to soar on the wings of the Hohenzollern eagle.
The Reichswehr, the military backbone of Kaiser Wilhelm IV's Germany, was a force unlike any other. It was an institution that embodied the principles of the German Empire: equality, meritocracy, and professionalism. Every male citizen, regardless of their social status, ethnicity, or religion, was required to serve a mandatory term of 24 months in the armed forces. This Wehrpflicht, or conscription, was not seen as a burden, but as a duty, a rite of passage that marked the transition from boyhood to manhood. The officer corps of the Reichswehr was drawn from the brightest and best of these conscripts. The sons of the aristocracy no longer held a monopoly on military leadership. Instead, the ranks were opened up to all men who had proven themselves capable and intelligent. This was a radical departure from the past, a move that transformed the Reichswehr into a meritocratic institution. It was a change that not only democratized the military, but also infused it with fresh ideas and perspectives. This new generation of officers, educated in the latest military theories and tactics, played a crucial role in modernizing the Reichswehr. They recognized the importance of technology in warfare and championed the development of advanced weaponry. The result was a technological revolution that transformed the face of the German military. In the late 1930s, German factories began producing a new generation of weapons that were years ahead of their time. The Sturmgewehr, the world's first assault rifle, became the standard weapon of the German infantry. Its high rate of fire and accuracy made it a formidable weapon on the battlefield. Diesel-powered tanks, faster and more reliable than their petrol counterparts, became the spearhead of the German armoured divisions. Body armour, made from advanced materials, provided the German soldiers with unprecedented protection. The Luftwaffe, the German Air Force, was not left behind in this technological revolution. Jet fighters, capable of speeds that were unimaginable just a few years earlier, took to the skies. These aircraft, armed with advanced weaponry and piloted by highly trained airmen, gave Germany control of the skies. The Reichswehr also invested heavily in rocket technology. German scientists, many of them Jews who had chosen to stay in Germany, worked tirelessly to develop rockets that could travel faster and further than anything the world had seen before. These rockets, while primarily designed for scientific exploration, also had potential military applications. This technological revolution, combined with the tactical innovations of the new officer corps, transformed the Reichswehr into a modern fighting force. It was no longer an army of massed infantry, but a highly mobile, technologically advanced force that relied on superior tactics and equipment rather than sheer numbers. It was a force that was ready to defend the German Empire against any threat, a force that was a testament to the vision and leadership of Kaiser Wilhelm IV. In this alternate timeline, the von Braun and Goldberg Zentrum für Weltraumwissenschaft, named after Werner von Braun and the esteemed Jewish German scientist from the German nuclear project, stood as a testament to the power of collaboration and the pursuit of knowledge. Established in 1939, the centre was more than just a research facility. It was a beacon of hope, a symbol of Germany's commitment to peaceful exploration and scientific advancement. Von Braun, the engineering prodigy, and Goldberg, the theoretical physicist, were the driving forces behind the centre. Despite their different backgrounds and areas of expertise, they shared a common vision: a future where humanity reached beyond the confines of Earth and ventured into the cosmos. Their partnership, underpinned by mutual respect and a shared passion for exploration, was the heart and soul of the centre. While the centre did develop some rockets capable of precision strikes, these were a small part of its overall mission. The primary focus of the von Braun and Goldberg Zentrum was the peaceful exploration of space. The centre's scientists and engineers worked tirelessly to develop the technologies necessary for space travel. They designed and built rockets capable of reaching orbit. They developed life support systems to sustain astronauts in the harsh environment of space. And they pioneered new methods of navigation and communication. The centre was also a hub of education and learning. It attracted students and researchers from across Germany and beyond, all eager to contribute to the exciting field of space exploration. The centre offered a range of programs and courses, from undergraduate degrees in aerospace engineering to doctoral programs in astrophysics. It was a place where the next generation of scientists and engineers could learn from the best, where they could be part of the greatest adventure in human history. By the late 1930s, the von Braun and Goldberg Zentrum had become the leading space research facility in the world. Its rockets were reaching higher and travelling further than any others. Its scientists were making groundbreaking discoveries, and its vision of a peaceful, spacefaring future was inspiring people around the world. In this alternate timeline, the German Empire was not just a terrestrial power, but a celestial one. It was leading the way in space exploration in the early 40s, pushing the boundaries of what was possible and showing the world that humanity's future lay among the stars. The work of Werner von Braun and the Jewish German scientist was not just transforming Germany, it was transforming the world. Their partnership, born in the crucible of the von Braun and Goldberg Zentrum, was a shining example of what humanity could achieve when it worked together in the pursuit of knowledge and exploration.